Hi, I'm Teja Gerken with Peghead Nation, and I'm here with 3 brand new Fishman AFX Mini pedals just released for 2024. We have the acoustic comp compressor, the BlueChorus chorus pedal, and the echo back echo and delay pedal. These follow the same kind of AFX Mini design and the sturdy metal housing that we are familiar with from the 4 acoustic AFX Mini pedals that Fishman came out with last year. That was, of course, the looper pedal, the EQ pedal, the reverb pedal, and the blender pedal. Very innovative pedal. And you can check out my demos of those pedals elsewhere on Peghead Nation. Right now, I'm going to give you a quick overview of these 3 pedals. Then we're going to take a closer look at the chorus pedal in particular, and then we're going to cycle back and I'm going to do separate demos of the delay and the compressor so that we can kind of really get into the nitty-gritty of those pedals. Right now, I have them set up and I'm feeding them through the Fishman Platinum Pro EQ just because I had it on this board anyway. And then we're going into this Loudbox micro amplifier, which is of course also still a very new product for Fishman. You can check out my demo of that as well. Very impressive, very small little amplifier. Sounds great. I'm taking it direct out from the XLR of the Loudbox Mini to record the signal of what you're hearing. In the intro of this, I was going with a little bit of everything. There's a little bit of compression going on, a little bit of analog chorus, and a little bit of sort of a slapback delay. I can unmute myself here and give you a quick reminder of what that sounded like. Very clean signal, particularly for stomp boxes. In general, I'm going to mute my signal here quickly. So, as I mentioned, same footprint, same general design that we saw with the earlier AFX Mini pedals. Rugged housing, standard foot switches, bright LED. They have to be powered externally. There's no room for a battery in a small pedal like this. Right now I'm using a Voodoo Labs power supply that's underneath this board. Of course, you can just use a standard wall wart type power supply. Fishman sells their own, but it is compatible with most 9-volt pedal supplies that are out there. Fishman is, of course, an acoustic amplification specialist, and while, of course, you can use these pedals with any kind of guitar with a pickup, they really have gone through great length to make these a good match for acoustic amplification and use with acoustic instruments. That's found both in the parameters that they've chosen for each one of these effects, but also in the fact that they use a parallel signal path. So that means that the effect sound or the processing sound is added to the natural sound that is going through there from your pickup. So it doesn't interrupt the sound of your signal flow the way some pedals would, and that really keeps your existing sound coherent and clean, and really allows for a more natural reproduction of the sound that you've probably worked very hard to get with your instrument and your pickup system through the amplification chain. So that's really a great thing. Like the other AFX Mini pedals, there's a switch on the back, and you can choose between true bypass or buffered switching on these, so whichever one you choose or prefer, or what is more compatible with your other pedals, you can select on these. And they also allow for the dual path routing option, and that is a very interesting and innovative option that these pedals offer. You can use a TRS tip ring sleeve cable instead of a regular guitar cable to go through these and really set up 2 different signal chains. And I demoed this in my video of the blender pedal. Because it is very useful if you're using dual pickup systems. You can route it so that some effects only go through one pickup or the other, or if you're switching, let's say your pedal board has acoustic pedals and electric pedals, you can choose which one you're routing which way. And so that's a very innovative function of these pedals that I think a lot of players with complex pedal boards or more unusual amplification situations might find very useful. Okay, so as I mentioned, I'm going to cycle back to separate demos of the acoustic comp and the echo back, and I'd like to just talk about the BlueChorus a little bit right now. Chorus is probably, next to reverb, the most popular effect used by acoustic guitarists, and there's a good reason for that. It really kind of helps you to kind of fatten up your sound a little bit, gives you a little bit shimmer to the sound, can sound really great when playing slide, and the BlueChorus really kind of offers a very simple, easy way, again with a small footprint, to access sort of the basic chorus sound. So let's go through. We have a switch for analog, vintage, and classic chorus sounds. So 3 fundamental sounds built right into this pedal. And we have standard controls for depth and rate and tone. Those are fairly standard controls for chorus pedals, and of course the on-off switch. Right now, I'm in the analog mode, and I have my depth and rate right here about 12 o'clock. We can choose a few different settings So already we have that big chorusy shimmer. If I dial it back a little bit, be a little bit more subtle. Of course, if I really dial it up, set up my my rate and depth, just for demonstration purpose, I'm going to crank them way up here. That's probably more than you would ordinarily use, but it's always good to be able to go a little bit further and then dial it back to where you want it. Let's go to the vintage mode right here. Really nice, smooth chorus effect. Even if I dial it up a little bit more, it doesn't become grainy or unnatural sounding, just really satisfying to play with. And of course, depending on your playing situation, you would maybe just use a tiny touch of it to be really subtle about it, or use a lot of it if you really want a certain effect, like during a solo or something like that. If I go to the classic mode, again, I'm going to start out with everything sort of on 12 o'clock. That may be the most smooth of them all, actually, even if I turn that up a little bit more. And if I just have a little tiny bit of it, it's a great way to kind of just fatten up your overall sound, whether you're strumming or even playing fingerstyle. Great way to sort of enrich your sound. I should mention I'm playing a guitar. This is a 1994 Taylor 712C with a Fishman rare earth power tap. So I have the magnetic rare earth pickup and the bridge plate transducer under the saddle, and I'm running about a 50-50 signal of this. So those are kind of the fundamental sounds that are available to you with the BlueChorus. It's a very easy to use chorus pedal. There really isn't a bad sound on there. It's just a matter of dialing in your personal taste, and works fantastically with an acoustic guitar, and your overall signal just continues to be as natural as it left the guitar, essentially. One final thing I should mention about the controls on the unit is that the tone control only affects the processed side of the signal. So it doesn't touch your natural signal. And once again, this goes back to having this parallel signal path. So you can dial back some of the high end of the process sound, which can really kind of help if you have too much bite or something like that. You want to warm up the signal a little bit. You can dial back the tone a little bit. In the earlier demos, I had it up at 12 o'clock, sort of right in the middle, but it can certainly help you to sort of fine-tune the sound of the effect without touching the acoustic sound of the signal that you're working with. So overall, a great new chorus pedal to have. I love the small footprints of these. They're also quite affordably priced, easy to use, and just a great introduction whether you are new to using chorus or stompbox effects with your acoustic instruments, or are just looking for a new kind of a flavor to add to your existing rig. So wonderful pedals. Definitely check them out, all three: the chorus, the acoustic comp, and the echo back. As I mentioned, right now I'm running it through my Platinum Pro EQ because that's on my pedal board already. That of course is not necessary. You can just run straight from the output of any of these pedals into an amplifier, DI box, whichever way you want to route your signal is of course all standard connections on these. So definitely check out these three new pedals from Fishman. They should be arriving at dealers now, and come back and check out my demos of the acoustic comp and the echo back very shortly. And if you haven't seen them yet, cycle back to my demos of the four pedals that have been out for a little while already: the looper, the reverb, the EQ, and the very innovative blender pedal. If you're seeing this on YouTube, consider subscribing to our channel, and also come on over to pegheadnation.com to check out all of our lessons for not just guitar, but many other fretted and stringed instruments. And we hope to see you there soon. My name is Teja Gerken.